Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is One of One, but you can call me Seven. And this is a bit different from our usual cycle because I'm playing Steins for the second time in a row. But because of everything that's been happening, I didn't really not want to play it. I kind of wanted to keep going even though I literally just recorded a session of it. So here we are. We're just gonna keep going now that the whole gang is here, now that Suzuha has told us everything and is presumably telling us the truth. Hopefully we'll actually manage to come up with a solution, even though neither Daru nor Mairi know that Mairi is going to die, so let's figure that out. So we learned last time that Echelon exists. Echelon exists, and if we delete the data of that first message from Rintaro, then hopefully CERN won't know of their existence, right? IBN 5100? What do you mean? CERN's IBN 5100 database. That's probably where they store the data from Echelon, so that's what it is. Damn it, Daru, why didn't we use the IBN 5100 earlier? Oh, we never had one? Right. Yeah. No, buddy, you're getting your world lines crossed. That was on a different world line. On this world line, I never found the IBN 5100. My mission is to make sure you acquire an IBN 5100. You have one? Suzuha shakes her head. I'm going to 1975 to obtain one. 1975, the year the IBN 5100 went to market. I know because the John Titor in 2000 said that was his mission. Was that John Titor Suzuha too? Anyway, if Suzuha can get us an IBN 5100, then we can leave this attractor field and jump to a beta world line where CERN never finds us and their time machine is never completed. Mairi won't have to die. Oh, you're so focused on that, dude. I mean, I guess I would be too. How soon can you leave, Suzuha? Well, the time machine is broken. Suzuha bows her head apologetically. I look at her burnt hand. She's hiding it from Mairi and Daru, but I can see... I keep accidentally hitting enter. I can see the blood staining my handkerchief. It hurts to look at. Maybe we should get her to a doctor. Right, your time machine's broken. Can you fix it? No, I just ride it. My dad's the one who built it. I've memorized the manual, so I know how it works, but... that doesn't mean she knows how to repair it, and there's no guarantee that a time machine from 2036 can be repaired with today's technology. Maybe we can use the time leap machine to go back before Amane-san's time machine broke. Wait, you're going to use the time leap machine? Wasn't the plan not to experiment? I still haven't told Daru about my time leaping. There's no time to explain. We'll use it if the situation demands. Do you know when it broke, Suzuha? No, but it was probably the rain a few days ago. It's supposed to be airtight, but the inside was all wet when I checked it today. Maybe it made a hole when you crashed into Radican? That wasn't a crash. The coordinates were slightly off, so it just appeared there. That's why it didn't burn up in the atmosphere, because it just blossomed through the matter, through the wall. It's not exactly the most stable machine. Anyone remember when it rained? Yes? The morning of the 10th, just before dawn, 3 days ago. The time leap machine can only cover 48 hours in a single leap, and the time leap machine was completed today, the 13th at 2 p.m. That means we can't go farther back than 2 p.m. on the 11th. Damn, we can't get there with the time leap machine. I thought we had a glimmer of hope. I think we should try to fix it. Yeah, it's a time machine, so we have plenty of time, right? I don't know if that's necessarily how it works, Mairi. Kurisu, Suzuha, and I say nothing. We know. In less than 2 hours, Mairi will die. It's already 5:30. There's barely enough time to sneak into Radican, let alone fix Suzuha's time machine. Maybe I should leap now to 2 p.m. on the 11th, then we'll have 2 full days to fix the machine. You're all hungry, aren't you? You should be. What's this all of a sudden? Mayushi's hungry, as expected from a glutton. I take a 10,000 yen bill out of my wallet. Mairi, Daru, I leave the shopping to you. We can come up with a plan while we eat. What are we going to do with all this money? Buy food, lots of food, use it all. You just calmly hand over a 10,000 yen bill. Wow, Okari, and you make it look easy. Jeez. Mairi and Daru leave in high spirits. I knew the 10,000 yen bill would work. Tighter. Tighter, is that me? Who else? Why are you calling me that now? Because you're the one behind Tighter's mask. Well, yeah, but... she's still Suzuha. Just give up. Okabe rarely calls anyone by their name. Oh yeah, he always calls me part-time warrior for some reason. Listen, you two, I'm going to leap to 2 p.m. on the 11th. After Taito explains herself again, we'll start repairs on the time machine. Our goal is to have it working by this time today. Is that the best plan? It's better than trying to fix it when we only have 2 hours left. If it doesn't work, I'll just keep repeating the same 2 days. I'm sorry. Taito, we're counting on you to get us an IBN 5100. Never forget, I'm not doing this for you and I'm not doing it for the future. My mission is to save Mairi. Call me self-righteous if you want, however. I'm doing this my way. Kurisu and Suzuha give an encouraging nod in agreement. Good. Then let's begin. You're not going to name the operation? Who cares about that? Whoa, this isn't a game. Mighty's life hangs in the balance. You couldn't find a good Norse mythology themed name? Why Norse mythology? I don't think there's a deep meaning behind it. Chunibyo patients just love Germanic names for some reason. Now that you mention it, most of our operation names in the Resistance have Germanic names too. Whenever I ask, they say it's tradition. That makes sense. That checks out. So there's still Chunibyo in 2036. Cut the chatter. Mighty's life hangs in the balance. There's no time for this nonsense. Kurisu sets up the time leap machine while Suzuha goes to turn on the 42-inch CRT. Well before Mighty returns, I leap. Here we go. No one's gonna say anything before we head off? Or is this it? I think we're just going. Okay. So now it should be, like, what, 2 p.m. on the 11th? Just about? Yeah. 2:21 on August 11th, 2010. Okay. Hello? What? Oh, just took a while. When I come to, I'm standing with my phone in my hand. While I wait for the ringing in my ears to subside, I check the date and time on my phone screen. He's getting used to this. He is, yeah. August 11th, 2:21. All right, now I have 2 more days. As a matter of fact, I leapt twice. First at 2 p.m. on the 13th when the machine was completed. From there, I leapt an additional 48 hours to 2 p.m. on the 11th. It was my first consecutive leap, but it seems to have gone well. I immediately head downstairs to see Suzuha. I'm relieved to see that her hand isn't burned. When I explain the situation, Suzuha races to Radikan to confirm my story. After she realizes that I'm telling the truth, I take her back to the lab and have her repeat the explanation she gave us before I time leaped. We come to the conclusion that all we can do right now is try our best to repair Suzuha's time machine. Let's go take a look. Daru is unusually enthusiastic. I guess Suzuha's talk of attractor fields and divergence in correcting history's mistakes got his blood pumping. Hold on, everyone. Mighty stops us as we're about to leave the lab. Guys, aren't we forgetting something? Like what? What about Suzu-san's dad? Oh, right, I thought Suzuha was lying about that. But when I turned to her, she looks away. That doesn't matter now, does it? But he might know how to fix the time machine. It's a good... It does too. I mean, it'll take time to fix the time machine, won't it? We should help Suzu-san find her dad in the meantime. Right? Yeah. But when I show reluctance, I keep hitting the... Oops! Whoa, I don't want to leave the game. When I show reluctance, Mighty puffs out her cheeks. Don't be like that, Okari. You have to keep your promise. What promise? We promised, remember? We said we'd all look for Suzu-san's dad. That's right. We convinced her to stay by promising to help look for her father. That's true. Yeah, I remember. I know Suzu-san has a mission and stuff, but I think she also came because she really wanted to meet her dad. Mighty wants to make that happen. If Mighty feels that strongly about it, there's no way I can refuse. Oh, you're such a nice girl. Suzu-san sniffles. Oh, you're right. I thought I could find him if I came to this town. I know he was an Akihabara in 2010. So your father's real? Of course he is. At this age, he's probably still young and cool. His name is Beryl Titer, right? Yeah, that's right. Wow, a foreigner? No, I'm pretty sure he's Japanese. Beryl Titer is his code name in the Resistance. I don't think he's using it yet. So that's why Suzuha called herself John Titer. I don't know his real name. Well, that explains it. Some daughter, huh? Suzuha looks like she's about to cry for an instant, but she quickly covers it with a bitter smile. He died before he could tell me. Suzuha, what have you been through, dude? Hearing that, I realize how hellish the world she came from must be. What about your surname, Amane? That was my mother's maiden name. So you have no leads? Leads? Oh, there is one thing. Suzuha claps her hands together and starts patting her pockets. A few seconds later, she reaches into one and pulls out... What's this? A pin? That looks like... I've seen Suzuha fiddling with it before. It's just a regular pin, the kind you stick on your hat or bag. There's something written on it. It reads OSHM 3*A 7010. This belonged to my dad. A memento. Google it, Daru. Daru runs a search, but gets only incomprehensible foreign sites. He was here in Akihabara, so I think we can exclude the foreign sites. Okay, got it. He narrows the search down to Japanese sites, but even then, none of the results look relevant. Nothing. But this has to be some kind of hint. With Suzuha's permission, I take a picture of the pin. Okay, all in favor of helping Suzuha-san find her dad? I want to argue that there's no time for that, but Mairi's right when she says that the time machine won't be ready for a while. I guess there's no harm in letting her have her way. After all, there's no point in running, not even with 2 days head start. Even if I drag Mairi to the ends of the earth, we wouldn't be able to escape her death. I know that now. No objections. Thanks, Okarin. Okay, we've got a course of action. This feels a lot better than before. Daru raises his hand in agreement. So does Kurisu. It's decided. We'll help Suzuha find her father. I want to know who her father is. I wonder if my theory from before was still correct. I doubt it now that I know everything that's happening, but like, you know, it's still possible. I think it's not out of the realm of possibility that Rintaro is, I don't know, whatever. She says he's a terrorist in 2036, so I don't know. But I want to be clear that my mission to 1975 comes first. That was my dad's final wish, after all. So if we still haven't found him by the time repairs are complete, I think we should give up. Is that okay? Are you sure? If we still haven't found him by then, it just wasn't meant to be. It's a relief to hear Suzuha say that. So where do we start? The pin is our only hint. We'll hit every store in Akiba that sells things like this. Maybe someone will know where it came from. What kind of stores? Akiba is full of niche stores where you can find strange and cool accessories. It's hard to sneak into Radicon in the daytime. There isn't a crowd out front like before, but pedestrian traffic remains constant. It takes us about 30 minutes to find a way in. Excuse me. Kurisu is back at the lab working on the time leap machine. It needs to be complete by 2 p.m. on the 13th. If she's late, it could affect my ability to time leap, which would lower my chances of saving Mairi. Speaking of Mairi, she wandered off somewhere in the search of Suzuha's father. How does it look? I call to Daru, who's examining the flooded satellite. I mean, time machine, while Suzuha and I keep a lookout. Daru crawls out of the machine. He's covered in sweat and his breathing is heavy. We quickly help pull his huge body out. The time machine is completely visible from the street. If someone were to see us up here, they might report us to the police. It's been 2 weeks since the satellite appeared, but Akiba still has tourists who come just to see it. We need to take care not to be noticed. It's so freaking hot in there. It's worse than a sauna. Spend too much time in there and I'll turn into Daru jerky. By the way, it's not gonna fall or anything, right? The time machine, not the time leap machine, that's actually different. The time machine is balanced precariously on the ledge, but the police have hooked up support wires, so Daru probably has nothing to worry about. Can it be fixed? Well, I still don't know for sure, but there is one thing I noticed just now. It's built kind of like the phone wave. That means there's a chance, right? I said I'm not sure. I need to poke around some more. Daru, super hacker. Everything depends on your skills now. You are the super hacker who will save the world. In 2036, people will worship you instead of Kurisu, the mother of the time machine. It's hacker. Yeah, man. Anyway, you have 2 days. Do whatever it takes, Daru. I place my head on Daru's shoulder and look straight into his eyes. You're our only hope. No promises, man. And why 2 days? Well, oh, did he let that slip? Because that's when Mighty will die, but I can't say that. In 2 days, the weather conditions will be perfect for creating the ring singularity. Good improv, Suzuha. Good quick thinking. If we miss that window, we won't have another chance until next year. Nice excuse, Suzuha. Precisely. Fix it in 2 days? That's just nuts. But if you do, you'll earn the right to a date with Ferris. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Can you fix it? No problem. Great, now I just need to figure out how I'm going to convince Ferris. No, you don't. Wait. Oh, wait, yes, you do, because time will continue forward. Because, yeah, actually, you do need to figure that out. OSHM, 3 asterisks, A7010. We're searching for something with the same cryptic logo as this mysterious pin. Honestly, I didn't think it would be this difficult. Akiba has plenty of niche stores, but they're all for electronic goods and PC parts. There aren't that many selling accessories like Suzuha's pin. We check everyone we can find, but come up empty-handed. None of the store employees have any idea where it came from, either. We even check nearby neighborhoods like Ueno and Asakusa. Nothing. Suzuha and I return to the lab with heavy hearts. I mean, it was kind of a long shot in the first place. It's so random. Welcome back. Kurisu emerges from the development room to greet us. She's alone. From the looks on your faces, I guess you didn't find anything. Where's Daru? He hasn't come back yet. It's already dark, so maybe he went straight home? It's too dark to work at Radicon now. We can't use lights because that would be too conspicuous to the people below. Mighty isn't around. Is she making any progress in the search for Suzuha's father? I feel bad. There's no time for this. It's not for you. We're doing it to save Mighty. Yeah. I start up Daru's computer and search the net for communities of people who collect unique pins. I'll investigate tomorrow based on the information I find. There's a pin collecting group on a site called Frepada, where everyone shows off their collections. I post there asking for information. That's a good idea, actually. I'm sleeping on the couch when a loud alarm rings in my ears. Is it CERN? I jump up and see Kurisu and Suzuha. Kurisu is holding her phone. That's the source of the sound.
Good morning.
Good morning. That was really ominous. I'm not gonna lie. Her sour expression says it's not good at all. I wish she'd put herself in my shoes and see what it's like to be woken up suddenly like that. I checked the time on my phone. It's just before 7 a.m. You came to wake me up? Thanks. I didn't do it for you. I asked her to wake you up, Okabe Rintaro. There's something I want to show you. I realized that there's a strange object sitting on the table in front of me. What's this? A divergence meter. The numbers indicate the divergence value of the current world line. The meter displays 0.33718.7%. Divergence is measured from my original world line, which corresponds to 0. Oh, okay, so getting to 0 is what we wanted. We were at 0.4 before. So we do want to get to 0. You made this? No, I brought it with me from 2036. These are Nixie tubes, right? Whoever made this has taste. I'd happily dub it Future Gadget number 9. How exactly does it work? It shouldn't be possible to measure changes like that. Suzuha shrugs. I don't know either. You don't know? Can you guess who made it? How should I know? Barrel tighter. You... Oh. You did. Okabe.
Huh?
You made it, 11 years from now. It apparently works the same way your special power does. Huh. Whoa, so this meter lets other people check world line divergence? I wish. I'm pretty sure only Okabe Rintaro would notice if the number changed.
Huh?
What? Then there's no point. Make something useful for once, Okabe. I ignore Kurisu's complaints and look at the meter again. This is something I made. 15 years have passed since I completed it. 11 years will pass before I complete it. It's a strange feeling. Only the person who made it knows how it works. Wait 11 years. I'm sure I'll have figured it out by then. Have you met me in the future? She did say I was an infamous terrorist in 2036. For some reason, Suzuha's expression darkens momentarily. No. Never. Oh, is that true? So why are you showing me this? When the meter reads over 1%, you've made it to the beta world line. Wait, what? I thought we were... Oh, right. No. Okay. No, I'm not paying attention. If her original world line corresponds to 0, then of course you want to get to 1%. That means you've made it to the beta world line, which is like... Oh, wait a second. The more that we did stuff with the time leap machine and the phone wave, the closer we got. The further away we got from 1% because we were getting closer to the convergence point of the alpha world line. Okay, got it. 1%. Right, reach 1% divergence and you'll save Shinamayuri. I stare at the glowing red numbers. They don't budge. Just another 0.6. It seems so easy. But there are 6 digits after the decimal point and no tens place. What does that mean? Something tells me it won't be as easy as it looks. You can have it. No point in me carrying it around. I hope you'll find a use for it. Huh. Interesting. Based on recommendations from the BBS thread, I spend the morning visiting stores in Akiba. My destinations run the gamut from otaku stores packed with anime goods to souvenir shops full of Olympic memorabilia. I even visit a few that specialize in locally manufactured goods, but although I hit just about every kind of store that could be considered niche, I am unable to find anything that resembles Suzuha's pin. Maybe I should go all the way to Ikebukuro or Nakano. I start heading back to the lab, but just then, a street vendor catches my eye. The storekeeper is a foreigner covered in tattoos. The table next to him is covered with accessories and other fashion items. This is the first time I've seen such a stylish street stand in Akiba. Most vendors just sell random junk. It's not like I have anything to lose, so I walk over and check out the selection. Among the various accessories, I see a number of metal pins. What a coincidence. Could he have a pin like Suzuha's? I don't see that logo on any of the displayed accessories, but I'd better ask just to be sure. I wonder if this is the famous scene from the anime where he speaks English and then Okabe speaks English and he speaks Japanese just fine. He's a foreigner, so maybe I should use English? Yeah, this is in fact the famous scene. This is in fact the famous scene where he uses English and then uses Japanese because this guy knows Japanese. This is just him assuming. Our eyes meet. His eyes are as bright and blue as the sky. I quickly look away. Damn, he must think I'm a coward. Better get this over with.
Hey, master. I am mad scientist. So cool. Son of a bitch.
Okay, cool. There it is. That Yep. Yeah, sorry. The delivery is just spot on. It's just like, mwah, chef's kiss. I am mad scientist. So cool.
Hi, 何ですか?
Hi, nan desu ka? Can I help you? He smiles a wide, toothy smile. Nice teeth, and answers in Japanese. I was hoping for more of a reaction. I have a question, if you don't mind.
ちょっと聞きたいことがある。
I take the photocopy of Suzuha's pin out of my pocket.
これに見覚え
Does this look familiar? The man stares at it for a while, then shrugs and shakes his head in the exaggerated manner typical of Westerners. What do you mean by that?
これの出所が
I want to know where it came from. Can you help me find out?
Oh,
Remember?
思い出し
Sorry, it's a little
Sorry.
difficult. What is he saying?
By the way, これはどこで手に入れたものなんですか?
Oh, I see. Okay, so he does speak Japanese, but it's not great. Okay, got
そ
it.
れを知りたい。
That's what I want to know. I'll compensate
ご
you.
めんなさい。
I'm sorry. He apologizes in broken Japanese. It looks like this is another dead end. Just in case, I give him my contact information and ask him to get in touch if he finds out anything. Then I turn to leave. Oh, hey, Suzuha. Suzuha's standing a short distance away. She's holding a drink. It's my favorite. Oh, wait, that's cola. Sup? Want a drink? I accept the offer and quench my thirst while leaning on the roadside fence. Last time I saw her, Suzuha was on her way to Kanda to continue the search. How long has she been standing there?
成果は
Anything? Nope. So what was with your English back there? It sounded dumb. Is that standard English in this era?
そんなわけあるか。
Of course not. Oh, so it's an Okaberintaro original. There's no overseas travel in my time, so I would... What? Are you not allowed
海
to...
外旅行がない。
What, you mean at all? Pretty much. Travel permits are hard to get, and they'd never issue one for a vacation. I'd never seen a foreigner before coming to this town. So in the future, no one is allowed to leave Japan? Japan was like that a few centuries ago too, when the Tokugawa shogunate closed the country to the west. It sounds like Stern said international relations back hundreds of years. Perhaps that's why there's no war in Suzuha's time. It's hard for conflicts to emerge when races and cultures can't interact. It sounds kind of like a prison with invisible walls guarded by Stern and the Committee of 300. I mean, ending war is obviously a good thing, but anyway, there's no point of thinking about the distant future now. We need to come up with a new plan. The sunlight beats on my head, making it hard to think. I feel like I'm standing in a sauna. Why does the sun hate me so much? Shining in the center of the sky like he owns the damn place. Damn it. Why can't we find any information on that pin? I suppose it's no skin off my back if we don't find Suzuha's father. As long as Daru fixes the time machine, nothing else matters. No, man, you were saying that you wanted to help Suzuha, and you meant it. I know you meant it. Come on, don't act like that. You know you wanted to help her. You were saying this before. You're just tunnel vision on this. I mean, I know you are, and it's important, but like, come on. Don't be like that. So why do I feel so bad about my lack of progress? I really don't know. Maybe I'm just frustrated by my own powerlessness. I can't save Mayuri. I can't fix Suzuha's time machine. I can't even help Kurisu with a time leap upgrade. So what am I good for? That is the question that I feel like you should have been asking yourself from the very beginning, homie. But like, you were sort of all stuck in your own delusions, so, you know. The only thing I can do is help Suzuha find her father.
もしかして
Maybe this pin is newer than we think. I mean, maybe it hasn't been made yet.
まだできてない
Suzuha stretches, then looks at me with a calm smile. Maybe I'm not meant to meet him. I mean, we've tried everything and still no sign. It's just not in the cards, I guess. I feel a surge of anger at her words. Here I am, stewing in self-loathing, and she acts like it doesn't matter?
諦めるのか
How can you give up? We still have one more day. Why are you getting mad?
みんなお前のためを
Everyone's fighting for
思って
you.
頑張っているのだ
Don't you get it?
俺だって
Me? I want to prioritize Mighty over everything else.
それでも
But you're still a lab mem, a friend. When a friend's in trouble, you want to help them. That's how Mighty felt, and I agree. That's why I'm searching.
お前が真っ先に諦めてどうする
Dude, hey, don't lash out at her like this. You don't have to yell.
あまり
Don't disappoint me like this. I tell myself to calm down. This is just my own feelings of impotence boiling over. I'm glad you recognize it. There's no time for this. I'm sorry, but maybe you should think about how I feel. I realize that we have an audience. Some pedestrians are grinning at us like they think we're a bickering couple or something. I take a deep breath.
言い過ぎたのなら
You're right.
謝
I
る
shouldn't have said that. There we go. It's too awkward to make eye contact, so I look around pretending to think.
さて
Alright, what next?
これか
I
ら
wonder
ど
how
うす
the
る
other lab mems are progressing. I'm especially concerned about Daru. Depending on the situation, he might need some relief. He's been working in that heat for hours, so we should bring him something cold to drink. And then there's Mayuri. She's been working alone, trying to find some information on Suzuha's father. If I close my eyes, I can still recall her deaths. In every detail, I resist the urge to pound my head against the wall. Although we still have over 24 hours before that happens, I can't help but wonder about leaving her alone. But currently all I can do is search for that pin. We decided to try Ikebukuro as our last stop for today. It would be nice to visit home, but I don't have the time. And besides, Suzuha's with me. Our search turns up nothing. As the evening wears on without a single lead, Suzuha and I grow quieter and quieter. We're exhausted from walking and we can't shake the feeling that all our efforts are futile. This isn't good. By the way, I try stirring up conversation. I should get her to talk about the future. After all, she's a time traveler. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. I remember how shocked Kurisu was to learn that she only lives to be 44. And I was told that I become a terrorist. Am I really famous in 2036? As a terrorist? Oh. So what did I do to be called a terrorist? You rebelled against CERN. You're actually one of the founding members of the Resistance, just like my dad. I helped found the Resistance. I guess it makes sense, given what we're going through now. Suzuha's from the future of his timeline, where Maedi is doomed to die, and where CERN forces Kurisu to build a time machine. In such a future, how could I not rebel against CERN? Rebellion against the system, destruction of order, a new age of chaos. Weren't those my ambitions as a mad scientist? How stupid. Stupid? How can I still be chasing some Chunibyo fantasy when I couldn't even save Maedi? You're fighting to free humanity. I think it's a noble cause. Suzuha is part of the resistance I formed. Does that mean she's my subordinate in the future? What sort of man am I? Suzuha's expression darkens. I said we never met, remember? Never? Never. You were killed by CERN in 2025. I was killed by the same people who killed Maedi. They had no reservations about murdering an innocent girl. I doubt they would hesitate to kill a terrorist. Maybe I should have told you sooner. Understand? If you don't change the future, you're going to die in 15 years. Shina Maedi will die. You will die. Makize Kurisu will be a slave to CERN. It ends badly for every lab mem. Oh. What about Daru? I don't remember hearing about him. I have heard legends of a wizard-class hacker, though. Though I don't understand what wizard class means in the first place. Wizard class, I coined that term. I can imagine Daru slowly insinuating himself into every corner of the internet until he becomes a godlike ritual presence that not even CERN can comprehend. Anyway, I don't want that to happen to you guys. That's one more reason I need to find an IBN 5100 and change the future. Until I came to this time, you guys were just stories, history. But now, you're my friends. I want to save you. Appreciate it. You are a lab mem, now and forevermore.
Thank you.
Cute. Oh, we haven't gotten a... Well, I tried to pick it up myself. We haven't gotten one of these in a while. I already told Kurisu that I was confident in her ability to complete the machine on time. Are you sure I can finish the time leap machine in a day? We still haven't found our lifter substitute, remember? I can't complete the upgrade without it. But it occurs to me that I forgot to tell her about the 42-inch CRT. Oh yeah, oops, our lifter is the 42-inch CRT downstairs. The electrical discharge phenomenon occurs when it's turned on, so don't worry about it. Just finish the upgrade. There, that should do it. Okay, I send a reply and decide to keep searching for the pin with Suzuha just a bit longer. Time is quickly running out. Is there anything more that we can do? Oh. Are we gonna... Okay, I thought we were gonna shift to a new chapter already. It's early evening, but the roof of Radicon is still hotter than hell. When I provide Daru with a refreshing gift of Dr. Pepper, a frown appears on his sweaty face. You're supposed to give me a nice cold 0-calorie cola. Common sense, man. I forgot he's a cola guy. No sense letting it go to waste. I drink the Dr. Pepper myself. Nah, dude. Just let him drink it. It's a cold drink. He's hot. Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Maedi and I watch from a short distance away. And that, I think, is all the time that I have for today, guys. This is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. I've got stuff that I have to finish, but... we're moving. We're actually moving. And it feels like we're doing really important things. I can't believe it took us so many episodes to get here. I can't believe it took us so many episodes to get here. This is truly the plot moving forward and not just moving in circles over and over again. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I definitely did. And I will see you guys in the next video. So for now, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.